Today I'll discuss the order in which you should save money and pay down debt, so that way you don't waste any of your money and you are well prepared for the future. Because people are always asking me, hey, should I pay down debt or save money? And to my ears, that's like they're asking, should I get dressed in the morning or brush my teeth? Well, both. I mean, not at the same time, because then you'll get toothpaste all over yourself, but really, both is the way to go. My name is Kate Moody. You can call me Ms. Moody. I am your money librarian, here to help take the mystery out of money so you can outsmart your money, have more savings, more fun, and less stress. Personal finance is personal. Your mileage may vary. In general, what will work for most people? Pay off all of your ultra high interest debts first. Get those out of your life. Any debts over 20% interest. 2, save up to a basic emergency fund. 3, get rid of your high interest debts, any debts over 10%. And at this point, you can also start saving for fun stuff. Once all your high interest debt is taken care of, then you really focus your money in order of priority on emergency funds, then retirement, then big life stuff, and lastly, low interest debt. But watch my video on the miles per gallon of debt, because really, it can seem like a much bigger monster than it is. And I don't want you wasting your money. If you like this video, let the little YouTube bots know. Give it a thumbs up. And me, I would like to know too. Paying down debt and saving are both genuinely important. That's why it's so stressful figuring out which to do, because they're both important. But it's not that complicated. You can totally do this. I won't make you do any complicated math. Think of saving and paying down debt like getting ready in the morning. There are some essential things everyone should do. Brushing your teeth, getting dressed. But the rest of the time you can really do for the things that you prefer, that work for you. You know, you can work out, do a 12-step skincare routine, eat a good breakfast, go to Fight Club, style your oh-so-trendy mullet. Yeah, mullets are back in fashion. Google it. Like, don't do that, guys. Just don't. You will regret it. I promise you, you will regret it. Money's the same. Some things are really important. Everybody has to do them. And then after that, it's up to you. Personal finance is personal. Be sure to watch my prep for savings. It's really important you watch that video first. It's like the training montage to this video's boss level fight. Once you've done the 4 things in that video, gotten the at-work retirement match, figured out what it is you're saving for, earmarked your future money, and calculated your basic emergency fund, then come back. Your first priority is to get ultra high interest debt out of your life. I qualify that as any debt over 20% interest rate, because the interest rate is so expensive, it puts all your other goals on hold. I recommend people get rid of ultra high interest debt before even saving for an emergency fund, because the interest on these debts is so high. If you try to both save for an emergency fund and pay off your high interest debt, you'll do both badly. You'll pay way more money in interest on the debt, and you won't have nearly as much in your savings account. I've run the numbers. It's incredible. Think of it kind of like having dial-up internet. Only one computer can use the internet at a time, and it's gonna take forever to download your cat videos. I need to see Mario get in his boxes immediately. Don't make me wait an hour. Super high interest debt sucks up a very disproportionate amount of your money. So there is very little left over for all the other stuff you want to do. Thus, it takes way longer for you to achieve your other goals. Once you get rid of it, you'll have a lot more money to use. You've upgraded from a dial-up to a cable connection. Thus, I recommend you get rid of ultra high interest first. There are a few ways to pay off high interest debt. I'm going to talk about that in next week's video. Be sure that you've hit the subscribe and that little bell button. That way you'll be told as soon as that video is up. Now that your ultra high interest debt is gone, you're going to focus on getting your emergency fund up to a basic level, getting a basic emergency fund. Not to be confused with a basic bitch emergency fund, which is to be used for impromptu brunches at the Cheesecake Factory. Your basic emergency fund will allow you to sleep well at night, knowing you can handle all the many disasters that life will throw at you, or as my friend Rick says, when life gets lifey. Thank you, Rick. Your emergency fund is for things that you, 1, could not have predicted, and 2, absolutely must pay for. I recommend you name your emergency fund after your favorite superhero because it is here to save the day, and it's just way more fun to put money into the Slayer fund as opposed to the emergency fund. I'm going to save in the emergency fund. It's so anemic. No, put it in the Slayer fund. Ha! These first 2 tasks are the big items everybody should do. It is brushing your teeth and putting on clothes in the morning. Because until they're done, you are showing up to work stinky and in your PJs. As I talk about in the prep video, every single dollar you spend on debt is considered to be part of your future money. Therefore, when you pay off a debt, the money you were spending on it is still future money, but now it's gravy, meaning it is the extra money you have to put towards savings and debt payments. It does not become spending money. Now we're going to put most of our gravy money, like 80 to 90% of our gravy money, towards any debts that have an interest rate over 10%. Because that's still high interest, but it's not ultra high interest, but it's still high interest. I want you to get rid of it. It is still bad news bears. It's not dial-up, but like it is a slow internet connection keeping you from watching all the cute cat videos. And I want to see Mario get in every single box he can fit his fuzzy little butt into. And even the ones he can't fit his fuzzy little butt into, those are even kind of cuter. It might take you years to get rid of the debt, and that's fine. Celebrate each time a card gets paid off. No. I did say 80 to 90% of your gravy money should be going to those high interest debts. The other 10 to 20%, put it towards something fun. Put it towards something that you want to do that doesn't fit into your budget that you'll do in like the next 1 to 2 years. Travel, a new to you car, maybe like taking a little class at the tech on something you've always wanted to learn. Fun stuff. After you've paid off all your high interest debts, now we're using like fiber optic cables. You can hit your goals so much faster because you have a ton of gravy money to use. The greatest portion of your gravy money is going to go towards your emergency fund. Before we had it up to a basic level, now I want it fully funded. That means, quick and dirty, is 1/4 to a half your year's take-home salary. That's a lot of money. It'll take years. Don't worry about it. That's fine. Just keep putting money in there. Wherever you sleep best at night is where it should land. If you'd sleep fine at night at 1/4 of your yearly income, do that. If you won't sleep well until it gets to a half your yearly income, do that. The second largest portion of your gravy money goes to funding your retirement. General rule of thumb is to get the at-work retirement match, which you already did because you watched the prep video, right? Then max out your Roth IRA, then go back and try and max out your at-work retirement fund. The third largest chunk is going to be for saving for fun life stuff. Buying a house, buying a car, education, wedding, travel, all the stuff you want to do that is going to take a lot of money, but your bigger goals. Might I recommend combining car, travel, and house, and you get yourself a van and just like travel around the States. Although I wouldn't try to fit the cats in there. Nobody would like that. Lastly, you can put some of this money towards low interest debt. If it bugs you a bunch, if it's keeping you up at night, pay it off. Get rid of it. That's fine. I do recommend though that you understand what it is you're getting rid of, because you may be paying a lot of money to save a very little bit of money. Use a debt calculator. You can find one online. You can use the one on my website to figure out exactly what these debts are costing you. You may see a balance of 10 grand. If that 10 grand only cost you $200 over 5 years, who cares? Why would you spend a whole bunch of money to save $200 when you could be using that money to travel the globe? That seems like a way better use of your money. The exact details of how you portion out your money, up to you. You could do like 35% emergency fund, 30% retirement, 25% savings, 10% debt payments. Or you could do 50% emergency fund, 25% to retirement, 15 to savings, and 10 to debt. Again, Personal finance is personal. Do what's best for you. You got this. There is no one-size-fits-all solution. Hey, let me know where you are in the process. To get more librarian-approved money tips, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Cheers! I will see you next week.